All right, everyone. Testing. You guys can hear me. You can hear the game. You can see the game. Everything good, both YouTube and Twitch side. We're all good. Hopefully everything is fine because I tried to stream yesterday, but for some reason my internet was giving issues. So that one was generally my error, but yeah, luckily today, because I wanted to do like, what we usually do before a new pack comes out, the preview of what we expect to come in the game, and then we'll talk about what possibly is going to impact the meta or not based on the cards that they announced. But obviously we don't know what else they could have announced as well, so I was hoping to do that yesterday, but we're doing it now, so yeah, it's all good. Okay, cool. But yeah, welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Card limits. I have to work and have a haircut, which will take 3 buses and a lunch. If the stream ends by then, hope it was a good one. And happy for Typhoon Vision to come to Master Duel tonight. Yeah, I think everyone's excited for, Radiant Typhoon to come. It's not a surprise though, because we've kind of slowly but surely catching up to, the other formats where some of the cards are there, but they're kind of rushing it through, I guess. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, hope work goes out for you. Card limits, and yeah, hopefully everything works out in the end. The Artist, welcome. MTS, welcome. Kindred's Garden, damn 8k gems. Yeah, like I said, if you respect the grind, then yeah, you saw there. I've from the last pack we spent almost 10k gems and more than that, and then we still managed to get everything, even with a bundle and all of that. So it's literally also luck, as well as, as long as you're playing the events and you're ranking up and you're doing all those things, you should be fairly but surely getting the gems naturally. And also make sure you're logging in, doing your dailies, and that will also get you gems. But also the other advantage is, if you're not playing too many decks, then you can afford to not really spend as much, because I didn't necessarily go to every single pack. I normally just pack whatever I get. I don't really have to push and get every single deck out there, because I know for a fact I'll just have just sitting there, where I know for a fact I could have just, played a deck that I actually want to build. So that's usually what I do with most of the packs. So that's why I can literally spend all of it and then get all of it back at the same time, because again, there'll be events like Duelist Cup and other events, like we had Dice Rally last month. So there's a lot of ways to earn back gems. So in terms of the free to play aspect, I think it's really good to do the grind. Obviously you're not necessarily doing it every day, but yeah, there must be some sort of replayability of sorts. So, but yeah, that's normally why I have so many gems every single time, because I can literally just not do anything, and then or I can spend all of it, and then I can still have gems for other things. You just finished getting into plat. That's good. And if you start in the lower ranks, you obviously get gems naturally, so that's even much better, because I think from diamond to master, there's not many gems, but from like plat to diamond to master, that's a lot of gems that you can get. And if you're starting from maybe gold or the other ranks below that, there's every time there's opportunity to get gems. So as long as you're playing, then you should be good. Have to get to the highest rank quick as possible before Duelist Cup. Yeah, look, Duelist Cup is a whole different story. I'm not going there for competitiveness or whatever, but obviously the main thing is people are playing Duelist Cup just because of wait, why did that mic just cut out? Sorry about that. No, I'm saying the reason why you play Duelist Cup is literally just for gems. Similar, the reason why you play events is just to get the gems. So yeah, it is it is a grind, the Duelist Cup, especially stage 2. that's one that counts. I think stage 1 is relatively okay, except if you get to like, you know, the level 17 to above there, it gets a bit tricky. But yeah, I was top 30 last Duelist Cup. It was crazy in our region. Yeah, I think it is quite I think in all the regions it's quite competitive still. Like getting top 30 is not bad though. It's not bad. Is the DC based on last season ranked? Yeah, so whatever you got last season, you will start at that rank. So if you got master rank, I think it's on level 12. If you got diamond, you get 10, and so on and so forth. So I think they do explain it. Let me have a look. I think they do explain it in the Duelist Cup, yeah. Yeah, so you see, so depending on the rank you achieved in last season, this is where you start. So you see, because we ended on master, we start at level 12. But if you're obviously on diamond, then it's 10, and so on and so forth. So it gives most people kind of a head start in a way, and yeah, that's how it works. But I think the Duelist Cup's going to be a bit interesting this time around, because we literally have very diverse decks, and some of the decks are way too, I would say, for the Duelist Cup specifically, I think there'll be some obviously outliers where it'll be really strong, and yeah, I think it's not just going to be like, oh, 2 decks dominating like how it was the last, I think, Duelist Cup when Malice and Ryzio was running rampant. Like just literally just, obviously there was some Gem Knight in there also, but it was literally just Malice Ryzio, and it was just like people were just fed up at that point. So yeah, it's all good. I'm only 15 days into Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's been going well. Well, that's good. I mean, as long as you are playing the game with an objective in mind. Obviously, look, it's not always about winning. It's about obviously enjoying certain archetypes or certain play styles or learning to improve. So it's all about, for me, the reason why I like Yu-Gi-Oh is that you're able to take, like, you know, if because I wouldn't say I'm a meta competitive player per se, like just playing meta decks all out. I mean, yes, I would try it out there and there, but I'd rather use it to help out other decks that actually need it. So if I like to take a deck and I know when I've seen progressions that I'm actually improving the deck to keep up with the current meta, and it's actually working out. So you can definitely see progression from the start when I picked up the deck till where we are now, and then you see, oh, but we've actually come a long way in terms of that. So, but yeah, other than that, I mean, like some of the cards are really cool, and what is that? I just wanted to learn the game, but I've been winning, so it's been kind of both. So it's been both at once. Okay, that's good. Learn the game, just learn the basic interactions. You know how hand traps work. You know how certain cards interact. I mean that's part of, again, in any game in general. You have to learn the basics, the basic interactions, and then obviously you'll start. You know, once you understand that, then you start now understand. Okay, this is where I can actually abuse or, like, you know, counteract my opponent and kind of anticipate what's going to happen or kind of play around things and all that stuff. So that's what pretty much how it is. But okay, Dogs, what's up? Made a new archetype that's anti-link. Didn't post it yet though. Okay, when that comes, obviously just make sure to don't dump all the card text. Just make sure to post the first one, and then I'll make a thread in Discord. So as we said before. So yeah, people give up one piece of interaction at goal, which is funny and annoying. Yeah, look, you'll be surprised at the lower ranks. You don't expect to be facing the sweats, I guess, because I mean that's not where the meta is. I feel like the meta is in Diamond, because geez, I don't know about you guys, but since I've been playing, since Master Rank was introduced, Diamond has become very, very difficult, and I feel like Master Rank is way more chill than Diamond. I'm not even kidding, because even, okay, Platinum, yes, it's kind of okay, but platinum is relatively okay. But diamond rank specifically, something about diamond rank, I don't know, but it's just that's where you literally can see how the meta is in that. So it is just insane. Some of the matches we have and some of the duels we have, you can literally see it's like it's just such a crazy rank. I don't know. But before that, it wasn't that case. But obviously, as soon as there's a rank higher, but yeah. But okay. Now, obviously, once they release another rank, then of course Master will become the new Diamond, and then so on and so forth. So that's only what happened. Remember when the game first came out, it was Platinum 1 that was the highest rank. So Gold was kind of like, okay, a bit of a challenge. And then when Diamond rank was introduced, then Platinum 1 became, the Gold, and then so on. So everything just demotes from that because now it starts getting, there's one new category. So that means the tier before that the power level becomes a bit lower. But then when Master rank came in, then now Diamond became the middle rank where now it's crazy. I mean, Platinum also is a bit respectable, but that's just from my experience. And having played Plat last season to get to Master, so I know how it is. But yeah. Diamond is difficult. Master 3 and Master 2 is strong as well. Yeah, I mean, obviously everyone's pushing for Master 1. So yeah, that I can understand that. Currently in Plat, but I was Diamond last year, but literally just entered Diamond before it ended. Yeah, that's the thing. It's always difficult to play just before the end of season because now it's like, do you rank up? Do you push a lot? And sometimes not really worth it because the games take on average 20 minutes, which is way too long. What is higher than Master? Maybe Conqueror. That would be dope. I think Legend rank. I think there was something about Legend rank because remember we didn't know we saw some things long time ago where they're talking about a classic mode and a rank higher than Master. So I think that was the Legend rank, but maybe they're not going to do it yet. I don't know. But now this rating duels came in, so it's like it's not really a rank, but it's like higher than Master 1. But it's like a separate menu, so you have to reach Master 1 to enter that. So it's like literally just okay. And it doesn't matter how many ranks there are. How many ranks there are, the best player will gatekeep the rank lower, and they will gatekeep the lower. Yeah, that is true. That's our rank. That's our rank format is supposed to be. Essentially. But the rated duels is chill. Play any deck to fun, or you see some crazy things. But at the same time, people also want to push for World Championship qualifiers. So it's not just fun and games and rating duels. Because if you reach top 10 or you reach rank 1, you get points, I think. So they actually made, top rating duelists actually something to work towards. So yeah. But as I said, it's not for everybody. It's just, yeah. I was 89 in the duel pass, the level, yesterday, and I wanted the UR point, so I did games and luckily won on 19 matches. That's nice. That's good. Yeah, the duel pass reset. So if you missed out, then yeah, just start again. Yeah, after 10 times you get the Berserker title. Oh really? Okay, I didn't know that. So still haven't opened a Royal Finish K9 card. Same. The only Royal cards I have are cards I don't really play. I mean, it's the cards I do play, I don't really have a Royal for it. So yeah, it's okay. I'm so sad when I play Yummy because the opponent player just leave and it's so boring. Well, no one's gonna sit there and watch you combo for 10 years. So it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Yeah, that's why I pushed to finish since it was resetting. Yeah, makes sense. Carl, welcome. Hey, first time here, just want to say hello. Well, hey, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully we see you more often. And do not play Abakiri, is literally like 4 summons. Oh, okay. Rylan, welcome. How's it going? Lol, because of non-interaction game, why stay? That I'm saying for them, like obviously if they know if they have board breakers, cool, they'll sit there and see what you can do. Because some people also like that, where I would sometimes sit there and see how the board is, and then I see, can I break it? No, then scoop. I mean, sure, even if it takes 10 minutes, but some of them are definitive. So, yeah. Let me see. Pure yummy, okay. Even if it's pure yummy, it's still a combo deck. I say no again because I just want that battle pass XP. That is true. Because if you surrender, you don't get any bonuses and stuff like that. So, yeah. Have you already did your preview on the new pack tomorrow? No, not yet. I'm just open the stream now, and then we're just like talking to chat now, just catching up on things. Because it's not gonna be a long stream, because honestly, we'll obviously focus more on games tomorrow per se, but we could get some games in now. But it's just to talk about the cards that may come out or whatever. So we haven't talked about anything. We haven't talked about any new cards or whatever. So it's like whatever. It is okay. Take your win, bro. Don't say it's boring when they scoop. Hey, look. There are times where even people, when they misplay during combo, they scoop also out of shame. It happens. So you take your win and you move on. Literally, you move on. You time out or whatever, you move on. Imagine I could have won 4 games in that 10 minutes you took me to watch you. Well, it's a 2-player game. I do not want to play literally solo game mode, but isn't that what literally people are doing? Why do first turn kills exist? Because they don't want to interact with the opponent. They literally just want to play their combo and go and move on to the next game. If you don't have hand traps, that's it. That's the status of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because there are still first turn kills out there. Now there's even 0 turn kills because of certain cards just being abused with other things. So people will always find ways to have less interaction with your opponent as possible. Yes, some decks inherently have that. Like Magnus, for example, that is a card that you can't really... You can interact if you have outs, but it's not totally unwinnable. You can win it. So, but literally people will try anything. 0 turn kills. It's now a thing because they've released support cards that enable that thing. And obviously to address... But here's the thing about that 0 turn kill. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, it's the Synchro Emergency Overframe card that basically allows you to quick sync on your opponent's turn and summon a monster. I think a monster from the hand, and then if your opponent is a monster from the extra deck, you can summon a Synchron monster from your deck. So, but the problem is that combo requires a lot of bricks, and it is basically your entire extra deck. So first of all, it depends on you going second, which is already difficult in Yu-Gi-Oh! And people have hand traps going first. So it is very difficult to say you're going to get 0 interruptions. And also, even while you're doing that combo, you can be disrupted at any point. So there's a lot of ways to stop that combo. So even though it's possible, it's relying on a very situational thing, which is probably not going to happen in the practical game, because it's almost like Exodia. It's almost like Exodia. Yes, it is possible, but it's not always going to happen. You know, because there's going to be interactions like Droll and Lockbird, or Ghost Morina, or Ghost Spell, or Ash, Impulse. You see, all these cards are literally in the modern game. So you literally cannot say it's not gonna. It's always going to be consistent. It's not. And yeah, it's not. It's cool, but I think Synchro Emergency is used for more practical uses. Not there just to spam bricks in your deck and rely on like almost majority of your extra deck, which will happen not every single time, because yeah, I'm not, because, and also it requires a monster from the require a monster from the, I think it requires a monster from the extra deck, I believe, or just control a monster, I believe. I'm not sure. That gives you some bonus effect, but yeah, that card is just it's good, but people are just really just trying to create things that are not really possible in a practical sense. It's supposed to be intended for quick syncing on your opponent's turn or whatever. That's literally what it's supposed to be. Because when I saw that card, I was thinking, hey, Goaty has a now additional line to make turn 0, because now we can summon our Goaty tuners from our hand, and then not only Goaty tuners from our hand, but we can actually go into a Goaty play on the opponent's turn without necessarily relying on Goaty monsters. That's how I saw it. Synchron, obviously Synchron, that's what it's intended for. You can make junk speeder, you can spam your field, you can do some plays. But a zero turn killing, come on. I feel like it's way too situational, and it's not going to be pulled off like every single time. So yeah, that's just one thing I can say about it. So obviously you've seen the videos out there. I wouldn't really worry about the 0 turn kill. I would focus on, okay, how practical you can use the Synchro Emergency for, like generic stuff like a Black Rose Dragon or something else that actually does something to interact with your opponent, not still having 0 interaction but still spamming like 20 monsters. That's not what Yu-Gi-Oh is supposed to be. And like I said, it has a lot of choke points, so the moment that thing gets stopped, then it's pretty much done. So that's my thoughts on that. But the card is very good, and the fact that graveyard effect is not once per turn, it is very it opens up different lines for certain synchro decks, and obviously it's only benefiting synchro decks, of course, because I wouldn't say you can splash this in with non-synchro decks, because it's supposed to be intended for synchro decks. Because if you're not playing a synchro deck, you run in bricks, and if you hard draw them, like the Synchrons for example, it's not ideal. So yeah, just always think about that. But okay, but anyway, enough of that. Let's focus on what we came here to do. So there's going to be a stream now, and then there will be a stream when the pack gets out, similar to what we did last month with the K9 stuff, because we're actually going to be playing the Radiant Typhoon cards with Super Quantum, because I did showcase it on the previous stream, so I already know what the cards do, and I've been playing it, play testing it, seeing if it works, and there's actually a lot of synergy there. And yeah, I think there will be a new variant that you can try. So you see, there's many ways to play Super Quant already that is, competitively viable. So I think you can obviously play it pure, you can play it with Mitsu, you can play it with now Radiant Typhoon, you can play it with, I've seen people play it with Yummy, people play it with Punk, whatever. So long as there's synergy, guys, I don't have a problem with you playing decks, but for me, you have to keep the deck identity. The moment you start splashing stuff in, that doesn't really that takes away the identity of the deck, then there's a problem. There really is. So yeah. Let's see. Carl says, I saw your thumbnail and I'm a fan of K9 and Super Quantum. Just want to see what's up. Well, you're at the right place, because frankly, no one's really streaming Super Quantum except for me, basically. So yeah, you're at the right place. So yeah. Mustafa says, what is he saying? How's it going? Are you looking forward to beating Radiant Typhoon? I'm running Disturbance Strategy and Protector of the Century and Shared Ride and Mistaken Arrest or Heavy Slum. Look, I know people are going to be crazy on Radiant Typhoon, but trust me, the normal hand traps still work against it. But the problem is, remember, all those cards are nice, but if you draw them though, because the problem is you have to draw them. If you don't draw them, then how are you really outing these decks? Because my always big issue is that because Master Duel is a best of one, there's no opportunity to side deck three Mistaken Arrest, 3 Disturbance Strategy, all those things. You have to now literally play your deck to cover for specific things. But now you see, we can't just tech in stuff for one specific deck. We have to consider also the other decks as well. So that's what Master Duel presents itself to say, hey, you got to build your deck, but knowing that you have to make some sacrifices somewhere. And that's just how it is. So that's really how it is. So yes, if your deck can afford it, those extra slots, yes, but honestly, it is what it is. So But yeah, it is a scary deck because I think while they've announced it, there's no ban list other than the one we got previously, which just semi-limited Habakiri and unlimited Part of the Dyers. But there's still a problem though. We'll talk about it. So let's just go to the pack. And I think I'll use masterduel meta just to make it easier. So when we go through the cards, we know exactly what we're talking about. So let me confirm if you guys can see. If you guys can see this. You should be able to see, right? Yeah, you should be able to. Okay. We go to the Drastic Storm selection pack. Drastic Storm selection pack. Wait, why is this not working? Hold on, guys. Hold on. Why is this thing not working? I think I have to reset it again. Okay. Okay, you guys can see this, right? Okay, cool. Yeah, so as you can see on the screen, obviously the new pack coming out literally in a few hours. I would say 10 hours ish, 11 hours depending where you are. But yeah, Drastic Storm is coming in, and what have they announced that is confirmed to be coming in the pack? So obviously it's always 5 URs. So let's see what they are. So we're gonna go from obviously just from what we see here. So of course the first card is obviously Radiant Typhoon Phonics, Great Flame, which confirms Radiant Typhoon. But we don't know whether we're getting all the Radiant Typhoon cards or are we getting just the initial wave. Because remember, if we look at the card pool, if you look at Radiant Typhoon, you'll see there's 12 cards, right? There's just 12 cards, but two of them came out in a different set. So if you look at the Link Monster and the other quick play spell, the Typhoon Ascendance, those two cards came out in Burst Protocol, which was not in the main set that it came out with the other cards. So the question is, because it's only 12 cards, are they going to give everything? We are hoping so, because otherwise it will literally just be what it was before the new cards came out. It was doing okay-ish things, but not doing anything amazing. So I think they're gonna give everything because it's only 12 cards, and literally these 12 cards do a lot of things. So especially this Link Monster, it does a lot for the deck. So it gives them their grind game. It puts things into perspective. So it's really weird if they don't give us the Link Monster and they don't give us the Ascendance. I don't know why they wouldn't do it, because it's only literally 12 cards. So, because to be fair though, K9, Yummy, and Dracotail don't have all their support cards yet, but they have some of their support cards from 2 sets, if that makes sense. Because obviously it's first wave, second wave, but obviously those decks got a third wave, which they don't have. So Radiant Typhoon only has 2 waves. So I assume they're going to give us all these cards. And what's the whole play style about this deck? This deck is literally all about controlling the field. Literally with let me just put it here. And then we go mystical. Let me see, mystical. We can go like that. Oh no, let's put a colon here. It should be by this. Okay, no, I don't know why it doesn't work, but okay. So these cards is basically just all around one card specifically, and you look at all the card text, it's all about Mystical Space Typhoon, right? So it's all about this card, Mystical Space, right? Let's just put it up here. Let's just put it up. This card, Mystical Space Typhoon, which is literally a rare. It's a rare. So everybody has this. It's been there. But what was the thing that everyone was memeing about? You know, spell speed 1, does it actually negate and all that stuff? Well, Konami literally just made a whole archetype based around this card. And it's kind of relevant in the meta because this acts as a, you know, board breaker of sorts, but also the archetype gives it a lot of plays. So it's really effectively MST negate, because MST negate, not because of MST, but because of mandate. Mandate makes the card allow you to negate literally anything, and it's permanent too, so it's kind of disgusting actually. So yeah, not a hard once per turn too, it's once per chain. So long as you have MSTs activating, it's pretty broken. And all these quick plays give you access to your MSTs from deck to grave, or the Radiant Typhoon, Varun, the Marine. This card, it was originally Sea Spirit, but they changed the name. Okay, this also adds MST from deck or grave. This one, the main deck monsters, they add from deck to hand. The only card that adds from deck to grave is the Corsair, which is like the main card that searches 2 cards. It adds a Radiant Typhoon card and a Mystical Space Typhoon from your deck or grave. So this is like a really good card. And also, for some reason, while your opponent controls no spell or traps, this card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. So very important if your deck doesn't really have a lot of spells and traps, I think you have to get some interactions there, because it's gonna be a problem, you know, because it's very difficult to out this unless obviously maybe you set a card or whatever. So for Draco Tail, it'll be pretty easy, but for most decks, if they don't really play spell and traps, this card might be very difficult to out, unless you like target it and return it back to the hand or whatever. But being indestructible and also by battle or card effects is kind of difficult if you're not really playing a lot of spell or traps, if you don't control any. So yeah, because obviously controlling is different from having in your hand or grave. So you must have a set card on the field, or a face-up field spell, or continuous spell, or whatever. Then you can kind of deal with this. Otherwise, yeah, it's gonna be a problem. So even Magnus can't even run over this card, because you need to have like the trap card to run over it. Yes, you can spin it back, but that it's just better to just, you know, deal with it once. So yeah, but otherwise the deck basically functions around the main deck monsters, the 3 level 3s. It's the Eldum, it's the Swen, and the Megala. Now the Megala I did not cover in the showcase, because if you're playing a pure deck, you run this. If you're playing as an engine, you only really run the Eldum and the Swen. The other level 9s is also for the pure deck. So we'll probably pick up the cards and then see if we can play it, because I mean it's still a good deck. It's very good to play, just to get the basic understanding. But as an engine, it's also pretty good too, because all you need is 2 Vision, 2 Chant, 2 Swen, and 2 Eldum, and also 2 MSTs. Then you pretty much have a pretty good, and also Mandate too. If you're playing Varun, you play Mandate, so that's 2 and 2. You can't play, if you're not playing this, then don't play this one. If you're playing the Link, you have to play Mandate. Otherwise, you're not really getting any benefit. Because also this only requires 2 Radiant Typhoon monsters, so you have to kind of play Radiant Typhoon monsters in the main deck. It makes sense. So yeah, it really doesn't make sense playing this without this. And then obviously to play this, you need to play main deck monsters. So over and above that, this deck is pretty cool, but let's talk about it. We don't know what cards are coming also in the pack, but I assume this card will also be a No, is it Sheena or Sheena? How do you say Sheena? The dragon, not released. I think it's Sheena. Wait, how do you? The one that the level 9 the number level 9 dragon. Where is it? Oh, it's a Sheena with double I. This card here. The Sheena, the Twin Tempest of Celestial Thunder. This card, it kind of makes Radiant Typhoon broken in a way. Like on the opponent's turn, going second, this is crazy because what this card does, when your opponent activates a card or effect while you control a wind monster, very easy in Radiant Typhoon, or even in any deck that has wind, you summon this card from your hand, then you can apply the effects based on what was activated. If it was a monster, you return everything face-up monster on the field except this card. If it's a spell or trap, return or set spells and traps. So it's basically dealing with everything at once, which is if you don't have anything to respond to it, you can't call by this. You can only impulse this, but other than that, or you have to just omni negate this. But it's very difficult to out this card generally. So I believe this card would come up because based on the theme of the pack, it looks like it's a win-based pack, so it surely will come up. And this is a very good deck to also a very good card to also pick up in the Radiant Typhoon deck, because this also acts as a nice board breaker going second especially. So it's really nice. So if they activate anything and you have this in your hand, you can decide based on what was activated, spin back the field, spin back the back row, then you're pretty much good to go. But these cards are interesting. They're definitely interesting. So I wouldn't sleep on you know, the deck in general. But at the same time, because now we're talking about wind decks, we have to talk about, obviously they have Winged Beast, so they can obviously play a lot of wind monsters. So let's talk about it. It's Harpy's Feather Storm, right? There we go, Feather Storm. Banned in the TCG. So what happened was, in the TCG, before the new support came out for Radiant Typhoon, which was the Link Monster and the new Quick Play, they obviously banned this card, and for good reason, because if this so we're gonna expect this card to definitely be running in Radiant Typhoon deck, because you can run you can run this very easily. But damn, this is gonna be a very tough card to deal with, because how do you respond to this? Obviously if you have an Omni Negate, but now if they went first and they had a field and then it just activate this early to start your plays, you can't activate monster effects anywhere, literally anywhere. You can activate them, but they are negated. And when it says if you control a Harpy monster, you can summon this card you can activate this card from your hand, that's okay, because they are a wind deck. And where is this card? Harpy Conductor. You see this Harpy Conductor here? They can literally summon this, and you can activate this card from your hand if you have this on field, which is kind of broken because it is their win deck, so they can literally put this as their end board, which is kind of disgusting. So yeah, this and Varun pointing to it, and you have obviously Feather Storm, which can be searchable by thrust. Like, it's literally a first turn kill, essentially. Literally a first turn kill if they have a good setup, which they're going to be playing 3 of this, because even if they don't play Harpy's Conductor, they still have access to, let me just search this. If I just put this up, I mean, they still have access to all these cards, right? They still have access to a Winged Beast in Crusade. They still have access to, where's this card? Yeah, it's only this card. This is their main enabler, because it's a Winged Beast, and Featherstorm requires a Winged Beast. So it's very easy for them to summon this, because remember, Crusade has a broken effect where if a quick play spell is activated on your turn, on your opponent's turn, you or the opponent, if you activate a quick play spell, you summon this card from your hand. So this can be relatively easy to summon. So you will most likely have a Winged Beast, which is win very easily in this deck. So you have all but the reason but to play Featherstorm. But I know what's going to happen. People are going to abuse it, and then it's probably going to get banned. That's just what's gonna happen. I don't know, but unfortunately, they can also play a card like Harpy's Conductor or Harpy Conductor, which is only 2 in monsters, and then they can activate it from your hand, so you don't even have to even set it, which is kind of like broken. It's literally broken. But unfortunately, no restrictions. So yeah, I don't know. As much as this card is coming out, like these cards will come out obviously because it's obviously good. It's gonna be diminished by the fact that they're just gonna be playing a floodgate or a turn skip rather, not even a floodgate, a turn skip, which is like no one can really like respond. It's similar to Kali Yuga. Like once you summon that card, you can't really do anything. Especially if you don't have any plays and you're going second, it's really difficult. So yeah, I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts on that? But that's what that's what they're doing. They're releasing this with Featherstorm legal. It's just gonna be crazy. But I mean, obviously, I will not be playing it like that because I don't play that. I'm playing the engine rather. So I'll be using it in Super Quant because you know what it does for Super Quant specifically? It gives the ability now to actually negate spell traps, whereas before you were just negating monsters and then that's it, and then obviously not preventing it from adding cards from deck to hand. But now we actually have MST set as part of our disruption, and if we have mandate, then the MST also becomes an omni negate effectively. So we pretty much don't even need yes, you might say, but you still need Mitsurugi. Not necessarily, because the main effects will be on field, and you pretty much negate that, so you're pretty much good to go. But yeah, that's pretty much what it will do. And also, it also puts pressure on the opponent, because these cards, when MST is in the graveyard, or your opponent controls no spell and traps, the Eldum and the Swen can special summon for free. So you literally have options in terms of what to do with those monsters, going first or second, depending on your hand. Because if your hand is a bit bad, you can go into a rank 3 Xyz, the Grand Pulse, or you can go into Gossip Shadow, which is an anti-Nibiru. That's literally nice there. Don't take away normal summon, you keep going. Or if you have a good hand, you can go into Varun, add MST. When a quick play is activated, you can set up Mandate with your MST, then you already have an Omni Negate basically set up. When you're done with your combo, you can either going second, you can target this card, another monster your opponent controls, put it in the back row, and then it's just fuel for MST basically. So it's a really nice engine to run, and it does put pressure on your opponent because they will be thinking you are on Radiant Typhoon, but actually you're not. So it's kind of like bait in a way. So it's actually nice to have more lines of play. And yeah, you still have your K9 cards, you still have your Super Quan cards, so it's not like you can't play the game at all. It's just giving you more options. So yeah, and remember, the engine we play doesn't lock us into anything. The only 2 cards that lock you in the whole Radiant Typhoon cards is the Crusea and the Magala, the 2. So Crusea will activate its effect, but you cannot summon for the rest of the turn except win monsters. You don't want that. And then Magala is also summoning you, also summons a monster from the deck, but with a different name, but also lock for the rest of the turn except win monsters. So these are the only real locks in the deck. The other cards don't really have a lock. Even the level 9s don't have a lock. This is the monster negate, and then this is the target 2 cards your opponent controls, shuffle them back. So, but you're only playing the Eldum and the Swen, which don't have really any lock. So you're searching for Chant and Vision. That's literally it. And then Mandate, if you already have so many MSTs, you can just straight away search for Mandate. You don't even need to go to Varun to do anything. But it would be nice to have Varun because you can obviously just place this immediately instead of just activating it and setting it and all that stuff. So that's really it. So it's really a nice flexible engine to run. It doesn't take up your normal summon, which of course, in this day and age, doing combo without normal summon is very effective in 2026. So we can do that already, but this makes it even nicer that we have options that way. So we can either go for Varun with our 2 Radiant Typhoon monsters, or we can go into a rank 3 play, or we can even go into a Little Knight early to put pressure on the opponent. It just depends what we need to do. So that's just how you can use the card. But of course, what we're going to do on the next stream, normally the like just before during the maintenance or whatever. We're gonna go into some simulator, and then we're gonna obviously do some duels, just showcasing what the deck can do. And then obviously when the maintenance up, we're gonna go back into the game. So we'll definitely do that. So, or you can go to I'll try and see if I can post something before that, like before the time, just showcasing some combos. But otherwise, it should be okay. It should be fine. So that's Radiant Typhoon. Then the next one is Goki. Honestly, what do I even say about Goki? We were talking about this earlier. Cards that have gotten legacy support but are doing absolutely nothing. Like literally nothing. So do you think these Goki cards are going to be doing something? Honestly, I don't even know. And to be honest, I don't even know what to even say about Goki, because Goki's only been good, I think, in one format. But it's just I don't know. There's just too many lines, and it's too complicated, and there's a lot of spamming, and it doesn't. You know, when it there's a lot of spamming, and it leads to like 3 unaffected link 4s, and so on. It's a very long combo, and it's just not what you want. You better off playing Mathmech or Malice if you want to just have a simple combo for Cybers, basically. Even though it's not a Cybers deck, it does involve Cybers monsters and dinosaurs and warriors and so on. So yeah, it's just, I don't know. Whoever likes Goki can tell me if this is going to be good and obviously it's exciting for those of you playing Goki for a long time. But honestly, I haven't played Goki once. Not even in events, I've never seen Goki, so I don't think there's going to be any impact. Similar to Glad Beast, you see Gladiator Beast got their support. It's not doing anything. There and there you see it, but yeah, it's okay. Let's leave DoomZ for last. Let's cover Assault Mode. So Assault Mode's pretty good. There's actually kind of a playable strategy now, but again, we have to see how it's going to be in Master Duel, because of course we can't really correspond to, you know, the TCG and OCG, how they're playing it. So it's really how it is. But I don't know. Will it be good in Master Duel? I honestly don't know, but it is okay. We'll see when it comes out, but it is. It's something that no one really asked for, but it's there. RDA support, I don't know. RDA support has its own cards, but we don't know when that's gonna be, so it is what it is. But you looking at the deck, it seems neat, but yeah, okay. But yeah, I don't know. Whoever, I know the Assault Mode engine, but the actual deck itself, I don't know. We'll see. Who might abuse it? Only time will tell. Now, let's talk about the next Lure archetype. So we had Archmage. Now we got DoomZ. Now DoomZ, I told you guys a while back, DoomZ is an Xyz based strategy, which technically you can run this with Super Quantum, but I don't know if they're gonna release all the DoomZ cards because of the recent Power Patron the Power Patron cards, those Pendulum monsters that they announced in the new support for all the Power Patrons. I don't know if they're gonna add that support, because that support plus the DoomZ support makes it a lot better to play. Like, I mean, a super deck. Because the Jupiter, it's okay, it's fine, but this is the card that really shines. This Draster's card, this level 8, and also the rank 4, and even the main deck monsters, they do a lot of effects, and obviously it's equip-based equip spells. So of course, if you like Makanko or Infernobles or whatever, I think you really like this DoomZ deck because it's a pretty much similar playstyle. So this is kind of what the main card you would go into most of the time. This is if you have one monster equipped with 3 equipped cards, you can summon this naturally. Or when we get if we get the new Pendulum monster, you can turbo this out already on the field very easily. But the only play testing I've done with the DoomZ cards, let's have a look at the DoomZ cards quickly. So if I go DoomZ, you can see there's 14 cards, right? So this is the card I'm talking about. This Zagrado or whatever. This changes the deck a lot, right? Like the way you play it, as well as the new Xyz monster, the rank 5, which can overlay into any DoomZ Xyz monster you want, the level 4 or the level 8. This card is crazy. It is stupidly good. And on top of that, it's also again 14 cards ish. So I don't know if we're going to get all the DoomZ support, because again, the future support that it got was really broken. But I don't know if we're going to get all of it, because definitely we're going to get the Power Patron DoomZ, which is fine. We're going to get the Drastic, which is fine. We're going to get the Lara, and we're going to get the Doom 5, this one. But I don't know, and obviously this of course is Medias de Pure, but now with the Power Patron DoomZ, it's just the machine form of it. We don't know if you're going to get these other cards. To be honest, I don't know, but we'll see what happens when we open the game, because they're surprised that with the Dragon Link stuff, everything up until Blazing Dominion came out, so maybe they'll do the same thing, because these also just came out in Blazing Dominion as well. So if this comes, all of this comes in, then low-key I'm going to try out DoomZ, maybe see if we can play it with Super Quan. I don't know, but the only bridge that I can see playing this is this card here, the Alara, which can summon a Wind Machine Xyz from your extra deck with the same rank. So, or the only god, and we have a Wind Machine in the Ouroboros, and that will pretty much bridge into that. But other than that, that's all. But only time will tell if they're going to release all the cards or not. So I can't really say too much now if DoomZ is going to be broken. But with I can say this, I can tell you now with confidence, with new support, this one and the rank 5 and the other, I think the other equip that it got, I think it's the DoomZ change. Those 3 cards make the deck just a whole lot better, like literally insane. Similar to, we see Elf Note also got recent support. The same thing, it made Elf Note a lot better, made DoomZ also a lot better. So Blazing Dominion, the support cards, hopefully that also comes in, then we can do that. So yeah, that's what I can say about DoomZ. But honestly, we don't know what Konami's going to do, because let's look at the Goki cards. How many Goki cards are there? So there's, if we had to say how many cards are possibly going to come into the game, there's 14 cards of DoomZ, so count this. Then how many new Goki cards? And we say not released. There's 8 new okay, there's 6 new Goki cards. 6, right? There's 6 new Goki cards. So that's 20 cards already. Then obviously you got the Mystical Space Typhoon, the MST cards. You obviously got these. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Obviously not including the Alternative Art MST. So 13 cards from MST, right? So that's 33 cards that are potentially coming, including the new support. And then what else we have? We have the Assault mode. Wait, Assault mode. It's Assault. Wait, Assault mode. Assault mode activates. This is 9 new cards. So how many are we sitting on? That was 14, 20. I mean, that's already 42 cards ish that are new. Like, we're talking about new cards now. These are all new cards. So yeah, I mean, and then there's also now still, yeah, I mean, look, it's about right, because normally 40 to 45 cards get added, and then they're obviously going to print reprints. So hopefully that will kind of balance out the pack, because it should be about 85 cards ish. So maybe 40 reprints and then 45 new cards. There could be a secret pack as well. So yeah, it just depends what is oh yeah, okay, yeah, adding Sheena as well. Yeah, that's 14 cards actually. 14 cards. Okay. So it's around about 40 to 45 cards. I said 43. let's just say 45 cards could come in, practically. But we don't know what they will actually release, because again, some cards have their support, some don't. So we just have to see if they're going to release everything now or some later. But yeah, I don't know. In terms of new cards, that's what I'm looking at. So I don't know what we're going to expect in the pack. We'll obviously find out when the maintenance comes in, and that is it. So yeah, let me grab water quickly, guys, and then we'll come back and then we'll talk about obviously what we just looked at now, and then I'll look at some of your comments, because I read some of them, but I think I'll just go through them to make sure I didn't miss anything, just for, you know, we have coverage on that. So I'll just be right back just now. Okay, we are back. Okay, let's have a look at some of the comments that I may have missed. Hold on. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Why is my YouTube chat not following you? I don't know what is going on. Let's see. Let's go all the way to the top. Let's have a look. So I'm going back, guys. So if there's any new messages, I'm going to look at them later. So I'm just checking to see what maybe cards I didn't talk about. Check TCG Typhoon decks. I mean, yeah, we can look at that and see how pretty much the deck will look at. So that's not a bad thing. Let's see. Let's see. The DoomZ trap card's a built-in drawn Lockbird. Yeah, it is. It actually is. It actually is. Let's see. Let me just see. How is Harpy's Feather Storm gonna impact the meta? Because Radiant Typhoon makes Totem Bird, and Harpy's Feather Storm is available in Master Duel, and they have Wing Beast. Yeah, like I was saying, so if they don't have access to a Wind Wing Beast, they can also make Harpies, the Harpy Conductor, which is a Link monster. And then, like you said, the Totem Bird is a rank 3 Xyz, which is a SR, by the way, so it's not like it's not a UR or anything, so it's actually pretty affordable. And yeah, so I think that the fact that Featherstorm is legal, I don't even know. But then again, in in OCG it's also legal as well, but they're not doing anything about it. So I guess they don't really care about it. So, because again, they have side deck, so obviously it's more like a side deck card, but for Master Duel, there's no side deck. That's the problem. So I don't know how that's gonna impact anything. Okay, Radiant Typhoon. Let's have a look. Tier list. Yeah, so you can see. Look at that. In the TCG, Radiant Typhoon is the third best deck, and I believe it recently won a YCS in Sydney, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, and I think it was a pure deck. So I think we can look at that and see how that looks. So let's look at actually that deck. Yeah, the YCS Sydney. Let's look at that list actually. Let's have a look. So what cards do we have that we can obviously run? So of course, the big what if, this is a what if now. The big what if is, do we also get the branded support? I don't think so, because it will be a bit too crazy if they don't announce that. But again, we don't know. We honestly don't know, right? I feel like, what is a better time to announce the branded support? I don't know. Because it's this card, and it is the Synchro Monster and the Fallen of White Dragon, 3 cards. So they could sneak that in. I don't know. They could do that. So that might be a big what if. Because if that also comes in there now, then everything changes forever, literally. Because that is a splashable board breaker. So yeah, we don't know about that. But other than that, okay, extravagance for us is at 1, so we can't really play extrav as we want to, because obviously they don't really use the extra deck that much. To be fair, you can see they don't really care about the extra deck because the main power is in the main deck. So the only the real card is the Varun Link Monster, but other than that, there's nothing else that's really needed in the extra deck. So that's why they're running 3 extra. But other than that, you can see Sheena's at 2 for them here. Obviously the level 9s are a one-off. You don't want to draw this at all. It's, again, even though it's a good card, you don't want to see multiple of this because it doesn't do anything on its own. Yes, they can summon themselves if a quick play spell is activated, but it's not a card you want to be seeing 2 ofs and 3 ofs. So yeah, I don't know. But okay, that's something that you can look at. But then Corsair obviously is a 3-off mandatory. It's a card that searches 2 cards. Why would you not run that at 3? It's ridiculous, and it's easy to summon as well. So it does make things synergize. For consistency, you can run the normal Knight Shield Bearer. It searches your Eldom because it searches a level 6 or lower Wind Beast. So this is the only beast monster in the deck. The other ones are Fairy and Beast Warrior, so it's just another copy of Eldom. Now, you don't need to run this in the engine. You can just run Eldom and Chant. That will do the job just fine. So you can see 3, 3. Obviously, you max out all the quick plays. Vision, Chant. Ascendance is a one-off because it's a new card, but you don't really need multiple of this because all this does, it just sends a level 6 or lower Radiant Typhoon monster from the special summons a level 6 or lower Radiant Typhoon monster from the grave only, and obviously adds MST. But there's other cards that do the same thing, so you don't need to run multiple of this. And then the other card that's in the side deck, I believe, is the Manifestation, which just sends a Radiant Typhoon monster from deck to grave, which again is not really it might be a one-off in our case, because if we don't have extravagance, we can probably run the Manifestation as a one-off in our build, since we don't have extrav at 3, because extrav at 1 for us. So it's not really making sense to run extrav if extrav is at 1, but maybe some people might run it because they can, so if they want to do that. And then other than that, we have everything else available. I mean, full loss is available. We have the rank 9 here, the Gossip Shadow, like I spoke about. There's someone mentioned about the Totem Bird. It's a level 3 Wind Beast, but again, you could also run Harpy's the Harpy Conductor, which is also a Wind Beast Link 2. So that's also an option. But I think this is better because it's also a spell trap negate, so I guess it's better. But obviously you don't have the branded cards. You can slot in those other cards too. There's also this card as well. I think there's also a master duel for us as well. I think it's a rare, so it's also just like a big link 3 that gains like double attack or something like that if they have no monsters in their graveyard, which is highly unlikely because in the grind game there will be monsters in the graveyard. So, but then again, you can just target one quickly and shuffle it into the deck, so it can be like an interruption of sorts. So yeah, but otherwise, I mean, yeah, I see people are running Purge. I don't know if that's a viable option because I know Purge does conflict with, like, you can't use Ash and those things, but they're running Ash they're running 2 Ash in the main deck and 1 in the side deck. Interesting. But in Master Duel, I don't know, is Purge going to be good in Radiant Typhoon? I don't think so. I honestly don't think so, because ideally you want to rely on quick play spells and not necessarily trap cards. So if you activate Purge, it doesn't kickstart your other plays to get going. So I mean, but then again, it's up to the player. I mean, you might as well play quick play spells because that gets your stuff going. That summons your monsters on field. The Purge does not do that. So it's kind of not really giving you any purpose, because you can see there it's more for, like, yes, in a side deck situation, you obviously side this going second. But other than that, I mean, you want your quick play spells to resolve so that you can actually trigger your effects. So, because Purge, if you use it, that's great, but then it doesn't trigger anything. So that's just how it is. So yeah, I think in terms of this, I mean, it's not bad in terms of a starter list, but again, it's really dependent on what support cards we get. I think the liner we have, or the win we have in the extra deck already, the Charmer, I think we have all the Charmers except for, yeah, we have Dark, we have Area, we have Wind. So I think that's also there. We also have, I think, the Great Fly as well in Master Duel, I believe. So that's also an option. Obviously Typhoon's always an option. And then yeah, Gossip Shadows are rare, so that's not bad. And then this is, I think, is a SR, I believe. So if you have the 2 level 9s, you don't know what to do with it, make this. You can do one of those effects. So that's also an option. But another thing you could run in Radiant Typhoon is also Super Poly. That can also be a really good board breaker. If you don't have Follow the Virtuous, you could run Super Poly, and then you can throw in all those nice targets like Secretarion, Senna Zamina, all those other fusion targets, Garura, whatnot. You can also do that. So it's, again, there's a lot of flex spots in the main deck, I guess. So yeah, it's really up to you how you want to build it, but that's how it is. But I wouldn't copy and paste this as is, because of course side deck is not really a thing for Master Duel. So anything that's in the side deck, you probably have to consider, should I really main deck this or not? And also Perilia, just like how it's good against K9 and Vanquish Soul, it's also pretty good against Radiant Typhoon, because they summon a lot from the hand, so it gets them draws, and it's pretty good. So Perilia might put 1 copy in your deck instead of a 3rd Full Loss. I think put another copy of Perilia. So that's a really good thing. But okay, what else did I miss here? What's going on here? What? Okay. Oh, you went off Yu-Gi-Oh? Okay. Okay, no, it's fine. I think, yeah, let me just check the other comments from here. I just want to see if I didn't miss anything. Because the thing is, when I do go through the stuff, I can't really see, like, every single comment there. So I just try my best to try and see if I catch up, didn't miss anything. So Yeah, let me just see. Would Radiant Typhoon Superquant be an option? Yeah, definitely. I did speak about it in the previous stream, I think 2 streams ago. So it definitely it is an option if you just want to have something that plays pretty well. And also we have, because the bridge is the rank 3, you can play it definitely as an option. You can play as an option. So obviously we're gonna try it out when it does come out, and so it's all good. We'll definitely try it out. But I know I've already played it, so I know it works. So it's all good. But yeah, let's see. Let's see. Let me see here. Okay, I think you guys are talking about something different now. I think I just lost you guys now in chat now, basically. So it's fine. I think we've spoken about the cards. Obviously, it's better to wait for when the maintenance is done. We'll see what's actually in there, but we kind of got a glimpse of how many cards we expect to come in. And will the meta change? I think definitely will change, because now your back row cards aren't really going to be safe as you thought it would. So because of MST now being actually in the meta, you may have to now consider finding ways to play around it. So yeah, it is always important to adapt your deck and design and update your deck to ensure that you don't lose to certain things. So yeah, it is always there to adapt and evolve. So that's just how it is. So we'll definitely see in a few hours what happens. But I think, yeah, for now, let's see if we can play a few games. Not many games, because ideally I want to play with the new stuff. But I think we're in Diamond 4. I think we have we have 2 more wins to rank up, so we can literally just play a few games. Like, not many, maybe like for like the next hour or so, and then we'll call it a day. But because obviously the stream will be another one in a few hours, so we'll do most of the games there anyway. Oh, what hand is this? Oh, Blue Eyes. Okay. They don't like getting drolled. Let's see, he's gonna set what? Robe, okay. Oh, you're still showing the other stuff. Sorry about that. I thought I turned it off. Yeah, we just played a game now, so we drawed them, and now they're making some sort of plays now. But you didn't miss much, so don't worry, guys. You didn't miss much. You didn't miss much. Spirit Dragon. Okay, Alpha not ideal, but okay. Let me just go. We just got evenly here. Whoa. Okay, so they got rid of Spirit Dragon. Okay. They probably have Vela, right? I'm pretty sure they have Vela. Yeah, they got Vela. They got Vela. Damn. And obviously this is unfortunate because you could have actually played the thing, but it's fine. It's alright. Should we go Typhoon here? Not that's gonna make a difference, but I mean, yeah, you kind of we drew another normal. If it was an extender, it would have been fine, but we just drew into another normal summon, which is not ideal. No, he hard drew the field spell. Okay, that's interesting. Majesty and what? Cyberman the Legend. Okay. Oh my goodness, bro. Saji? Oh, that's not good. Wait, what? Why is he popping this early though? Oh, to prevent the targeting, right? Ah, damn. He's got Vela already in the hand. Oh, what? He's not doing anything? Interesting. I thought he would do something there. Oh, blue layer, nice. Yeah, now I'm fine now. Not the best, eh? But I mean, he kind of misplayed a little bit because now he popped the thing early. I don't know. He popped the trap card a bit too early, but I guess okay. Does he have troll maybe? Yeah. He kind of messed up there because he had a Veiler and he decided not to Veiler the Alphen. And the Alphen gives so much advantage. So now I literally can play by the Veiler now and I can literally OTK this guy. Because I can pop True Light and that's it. I thought I was losing that, eh? I thought I was losing that. He popped this card way too early. He was so worried about this trap card. He had to use Majesty early, but there was no monster on field. He should have just popped the monster. So now he's like, oh, geez, that card's giving so much advantage. Like, oh, wow, all right. I definitely should have lost that. But you see, it's all about decision making. And that's what I'm saying. It's all about decision making. So if you decide to do something, you're going to regret it later. And that's it. You live with it. So in that case, it was literally decision making by the opponent. Oh, a rank up game where you actually go first. Can we get a good hand at least? Let's say good hand. It's okay. It's okay. It's not amazing, but it's okay. Yeah. Look. We'll see what they have. Let's see. Can we eat a Ash Blossom? No. Okay. Okay. You have a Maxi, you feel it? I don't... Maybe they have something, I don't know. Droll? They could have Drolled there on the pre-prep. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna go... Ritual? Yeah, I'll be curious in FTK. Because Gimmick Puppet can't do FTK quick enough. That's why. I'll just keep this in the hands. So. Okay, we got nothing. Interesting. Well, I got Maxi, so I'm not super stressed. If it's Yummy, we pretty much have the answer for it. But if it's something else, I don't know. I honestly don't know. And we only have Mitsu plays now at this point. Yeah, no interruptions so far. Okay. Now, technically, I could do Super Quan plays by normal summoning, but I mean, why would I do that? That's just not efficient now. That's not efficient. After this game, I have a question about Nib. Okay. I mean, you can put it in the comments so long. I'll look at it when we're done with this duel, so I can think about it. Oh. It's one of those decks, huh? Oh. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna use this. Triple Tactics Talent, draw 2. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna maxi in case you draw an Ash or something. Which he probably has. Yeah, because in case he draws into Ash, I'd rather maxi now. Battle phase. Okay. Ooh, okay, he's got nothing. Oh, he doesn't want to commit to the plays. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't even me. So I don't even know. I mean, this should be lethal anyway. Just depends what he has, though. Yeah, if I activated that, you would have literally would have done something there, but it's fine. Murakumo. Okay. Do you have something? Droplet. Okay. Oh. I still have Bakuri hasn't tributed its effect yet, so even if you do that board wipe, like hello, I still have the board wipe of Murakumo, so I can always reborn that and then still go for game. Okay. Yeah. All right. Anyway. Okay, at least we're back to where we were, because as you can see, we're already in Diamond 3. So, yeah. Let me just have a look. Yeah, they were definitely on Fiendsmith, definitely. Because I'm like, the Lurry would have come back, but Bakuri hasn't attacked yet, so we've just tributed off and then reborn again with the prayers, so it's the same thing. Alright. Going first. Oh. Okay, this is a hand. And because of talents, you do this in main phase. Let's play the hand trap minigame. Well, we're gonna find out right now. Oh, you still have a Curie here. Now, if you get drolled, we can chain prayers. Okay. They don't have anything? Oh, goodness. So back-to-back games, we're playing with literally our engine cards. These guys don't have anything. Really. The one time I have talents, now they don't want to activate any hand traps whatsoever. That is crazy. Okay. There's people, the reason why FTK works because no interaction, but still, I mean, FTK should not be a thing. I mean, they really shouldn't be a thing. Even if it's like ultra consistent, it shouldn't exist. I mean, there's a reason why there was a time when Exodia was so meta, they had to ban certain cards because it was just way too consistent to just first turn kill your opponent. And then the opponent's just sitting there like, okay, why did I go all the way to that event just to lose in like 5 minutes? It just doesn't make any sense. Okay, so I have no more Mitsu cards, so if I tribute a card, then it's only Mirror that will let me trigger. Even the Canine card not really useful, yeah. If I had Noroi, that would be nice, but I don't even have Noroi, so it's fine. Okay, so it's definitely Blue Eyes or Yummy. Okay, so it is Blue Eyes. Prank Kids, yeah, it could be Prank Kids too, yeah. Monster with 0 attack. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely deal with this. Because it's gonna, he's trying to bait me, so no. He probably has the Blue Eyes in hand, so I don't want to give him access to Primite. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, I'll kill his normal summon and then that's it. And you activate from the hand, then I have a Valon to still further flip face down, so should be fine. Fabled Lurie. What? Yeah, it's fine. This is fine. On Lurie effect, I'm going to chain. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Or what's the best? Yeah, I think I'll chain. Yeah, I think I'm gonna chain. He's playing Blue Eyes Fiendsmith? Add back that mirror. Okay, now we're gonna do a board wipe. Oh, but he still got plays though. You still got plays in hand with the. Oh my goodness. Fiendsmith tracked. He's how is he getting that? What? Oh, I see what he wants to do. He wants to shuffle back the Lurie so he can use tracked again, because not once per turn though. So once per turn. I see. No. He wants to. Wait, what? What? I thought he would shuffle back with Engraver for Lurie, and you can use Lurie again because it's not once per turn. Okay. I thought he would do that, but I guess not. Wait, I'm just. Why is he doing the play now? Why didn't he do it so that to make track live? I don't understand. What? Oh gosh, I'm so confused. I'm literally so confused. What is going on here? Like, was he not supposed to shuffle back Lurie and then activate tracked again? I have no clue what's going on here. Okay, he's summon Lacrima. What is your target though? Is it the trap? Another tract? Okay, he's playing double. Oh. Okay, to use a. Huh? Wow. Okay, he had wishes the whole time. So he was trying to bait me with Lordy Load. He had another one. So he was gonna search for a Prime card, which I stopped that nicely. And then I don't know what, like, I don't know, like, what is going on here? Okay. Yeah, he doesn't have normal summon. He doesn't have, so you can only special the maiden. No, I'm trying to see what is the play here. Because I think maybe, you know what I have to do? I think I have to shotgun this now. Because if he has Spirit Dragon, I can't summon Lupus. The other card in hand is just a Sage. So I just have to shotgun this now, then I have to decide afterwards what he wants to do. I don't know. Yeah, I have to Lupus now, and then before he makes Spirit Dragon. Ooh. Yeah, I think I'll just do this. I'd rather get him not access to his Fiendsmith stuff. Because if I target this, he'll reborn another Sage. So rather we'll just stop the Fiendsmith stuff, because that's kind of the play he wants to do. So let's leave him. Let him do his Blue Eyes plays only. Yeah, this is fine. On attack. Lol. You can crash into this, but not this though. Yeah, but yeah, I know I can break the board, but I mean, this guy has way too many options here. So it's fine. Let him do what he needs to do. Because he actually had a lot to deal with, actually. A lot of Fiendsmith, which, I don't know, he didn't really do it well, but okay. I mean, we can take his Blue Eyes and do something, but let's see what happens. I don't know. You see, we literally were missing another line of disruption, then we would have literally just ended this whole thing. I could have literally popped True Light non-targeting, then his whole field was gone. Literally. You're gonna negate that? Seriously? Like, why? It's not doing anything on field, so might as well just let it go through. This guy probably has lethal, eh? If he's doing it like this, he probably has lethal. Yeah, he does. See the blue eyes? Yeah. He does have lethal. Because he hard open wishes. If he didn't hard open wishes, he would have literally been in a different situation. But it's fine. He had pretty much all the gas he needed. He had Primite, Fiendsmith. Yeah, that's fine. Let him have the win. But he wasn't playing optimally low. He definitely was not playing optimally. But he still won because it's blue eyes. I mean, what do you expect? The blue eyes always have stuff. They always have stuff. So. Because he literally hard open wishes. If he didn't, you would have had to set the wishes. Then you can't use the effect to reborn the blue eyes. So, yeah. It's fine though.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, bro. Like, can I get a play at least? Like, what is going on now? Okay, Izuna is fine, but I need something else with it, though. This is not ideal, though. I can't do anything with this. Yeah, I play Nib because, even though it doesn't really help, like, you know, Draco Tail and all of that, it's only really Draco Tail that doesn't really care about Nib, but all other decks do. So, because remember, they're not respecting it, so it's like you still play it because they can also use it against you. So it's more like a cross-out target, but that's why I'm really running it. Like you see now, in this case, yeah, you see they're playing Sulfur Cord Yummy. So they don't really, unless they're making Herald of Arc Light, they have summons way before Arc Light. So I can definitely stop that. So and also you're talking about like the counters to Nib. Obviously Ripper's the big one. Herald of Arclight before 5 summons. Yeah, it's just that nowadays it's kind of power crept a little bit, Nibiru, but it's still relevant, but not like super relevant though. Like now, you see right now, he's on 3 summons. And he's used his normal already, so he needs like a super extender just to like push. Yeah. So when the meta doesn't expect it, then it does impact the most. It's fine. This does not do anything. It's literally not doing anything. He's just activating this because he can activate it. That's all. It's not like doing anything else. It's not doing anything. You could have chained that, but okay. You see, like now he's playing very hard into Nib because he's doing his normal combo. But obviously he doesn't know I'm Nib because this is also activatable, this trap. He doesn't know. So if he doesn't respect it, I can nib him early. Yes, he might have a yummy surprise and whatever. But the fact that he might get surprised, oh geez, a nib, but you know. Like now you see it's activatable, but he thinks it's a trap, but that's it. Like see, this is still fine. There's no threat of arc light or anything like that, so it's still fine. The only thing he might have is a herald of orange light or something. But this is not a threat yet. Okay. No, not yet, no. He didn't. Now he did. He's using it early. Are you kidding me? What? What? Why is he using it early? Bro, like now he lost his extenders. Now I can literally just nib right here. And then he's lost his entire field. Are you kidding me? You gotta be joking, right? You can't use, he has to use that effect only next turn though. I don't agree with that. No, I don't agree with that. Unless he has crossout or impulse or a herald of orange light. But he's not using surprises. That's like the first thing you do, get surprise and you sort it. Dude, I don't know what is he doing? What is he doing? You're trying the field spell, placing another one. It doesn't help. It doesn't help. I mean, next turn he's got Cupsy still, but I mean... what kind of evil deck you made? How is this evil? This is Super Quantum. It's not really evil. It's more like for good, rather. Okay. Bro just lost all his follow-up. Literally lost all his follow-up. Unless he has a talent or something. Summon a yummy, okay. Huh? Okay. Oh, there's Link Spider. Wait, what? This guy's playing very odd, but okay. We're not gonna fault him. He still's got extensions, so it's fine. It seems like he's got extension because I mean he's got Soulful Code Happiness still. Yeah, it's only a shame that we didn't have any play turn 1, because this is turn 2, by the way. This is turn 2. You know what they say? Keep your enemies close. Well, yeah, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. So we're using the Mitsu cards and Kenan cards for good, if that makes sense. Okay. Like Frieza? Nah, I think Frieza's more like is the villain that never chooses to get away with things, but he's just there. Like, you know, he's like he's like in Goku's back pocket. Like, hey, if I train, I'm stronger than you. So that's pretty much what his mindset is. This is turn 2. You should be like trying to OTK, yeah, but I'm not sure. That's Super, not in Z. No, in Z, he's just the most badass enemy out there. Because like we thought he was unbeatable, and then Goku came up as like, nah, I'm gonna go Super Saiyan on your ass, and that's it. It's GG. You can't do anything. Only because Namek was exploding. That's why you couldn't kill him early. Oh wow! Look at this field. Look at this field, guys. Nice lethal damage here. Okay. All right. Nice. Gonna make Herald of Arc Light, and that should be GG, right? SP. Okay. Sprite Elf. There's one card I don't understand why this card is legal still. Like, this card actually does just way too many things. Not really, eh? I don't think it's winnable because Herald of Arclight puts everything in the banish pile, and we kind of want our graveyard. So, and if he feels like there's a threat, you'll probably just negate anyway. Because we literally had no play other than Nib. Oh, finally, there's a play. But unfortunately now, this also has a problem because it sends for cost though. So I have to send a spell. I can't send a monster. Reborn's Little Knight for free. Like, this card does way too much. Sprite Elf. There's nothing to bait with Field Spell. He's not going to negate a Field Spell because he knows pretty much how the effect works. If I discard a card, it's going to the banished. It's not going to the graveyard. Yeah, I'm not winning this. Yeah, it's not. It's not enough. It's not enough. Oh, look at that. He has non-engine and on top of that. And you know how Yu-Gi-Oh is. It's all about non-engine, bro. You see, on top of the board, he's also got non-engine too. That's a lot. That's a lot. Even if I had to play it, he just has non-engine on top of this. Nah, I can't play through that. I can't play through that. Now I'm saying it's unfortunate because I had no plays turn one. Because I basically had only one play. I actually had 0 plays actually. Oh, seriously? And in the D rank? Like, look at that though. Like, why though? Why is it after like 2 losses after the rank you go back to a D rank? That doesn't make sense. So I went through all that effort ranking up just to go back down to Diamond 4 again. It doesn't make sense, eh? Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh, it's probably Labyrinth or something, or maybe Odeon. It's probably Odeon, but it could be Labyrinth also, or it could be Stun. We don't know what it could be. We honestly don't know, but I think I'm gonna start with Mitsurugi first, and then go from there. White layer, no man, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. I think I'll go Mitsu first. I'm pretty sure it's got Solemn Judgments and everything waiting. Activate from the hand, you know, that BS, you know, so. Now we have Ritual already, so I feel like I could shotgun everything, but yeah, I think I'll probably just shotgun it. Yeah, I already have Ritual in the hand. Maximum C. Alright. Got a call by that. Solemn Judgment. No. No Solemn. Yeah, we'll probably just play like this because if I go into... Oh, okay. Dogmatica. Oh my goodness, transaction rollback? Dude, how lucky can you be, bro? Getting transaction rollback. Are you kidding me, bro? Nah, I'm not gonna play into a rollback. No, bro, that's crazy. This is Labyrinth though. Yeah, this is Labyrinth. That's what I said. This is literally Labyrinth. Transaction rollback, of course, dude. Oh god. And yeah, now it's gonna be tough now. It's gonna be rough now. Because they hard drew all the nice traps, eh? And they got the draw too, obviously, of the extra. You'll just reset, you know, just whatever. I'm pretty sure he's got Welcome Labyrinth somewhere there. It's not even chance. The thing is, if I normal summon, he's gonna do it. He's gonna activate the punishment again. I need something. Oh my god, I need something more than that. If I just normal summon, he'll just roll back, and that's it. Honest, dude. Transaction rollback, he just hard opens that. Now, why did I maxi that? Because obviously the Welcome Labyrinth and the Welcome Lovely here says I can't even respond to activation of trap cards. Oh. You'll just punishment this and it's over. Oh, of course. You see? He's got Song of Dominators. Of course he does, bro. Oh, goodness. Yeah. This is unfortunately over because even if I pass turn now and do something, I don't win because he's got 5900 on field and nah, I have to scoop, bro. It sucks because the game has decided to give this guy like the perfect traps, bro. Literally. Nah, I just deranked now after just ranking up. You see how quickly it is. You just rank down like that. Look at that. Now I'm back in Diamond 4 after I was just now we played games to rank up to Diamond 3 again, which we already were there already before. I don't even know, bro. Actually, you know what? I wanted to change the deck because honestly, if the game wants to be like that, maybe I must become the villain. Maybe I should be. Oh, now finally something. Now you see in that matchup, if we had Radiant Typhoon cards, it would have been actually better for us in that matchup because obviously we can negate the spells and traps and all that stuff. Then we literally fine sharing the board, but going into a back row of 5 or 4 unknowns, very difficult. I mean, Labyrinth has always been off meta. It's never been a meta thing, but it's effectively I wouldn't say it's not. I would say Odeon is slightly better, but yeah, they're both in the same category, I guess. But you see Odeon more prevalent than Labyrinth, I think. Yeah, that card as well is also just a problem too. Like it just, I don't know. Because if so long as there are good traps, Labyrinth and Odeon will always be there. And especially now when traps are behaving like quick effects as well. So, and activating from the hand and everything. So it's coming very, it's catching up to the modern game, I guess. So, yeah. Because we all know our position on traps, how they are very slow. You even saw now with that Synchro Emergency, the Overframe card, it's literally a hand trap for synchros. I bet you can quick sync if you want to. So that's again making trap cards kind of like quick effect. Because if it wasn't quick effect, no one would care about the card because the trap we know is too slow. And obviously they made it a normal trap, so that obviously you can search it via thrust and whatever, but it's just, yeah, I don't know. Exactly, they're not designed like that, but the same with spells, right? Spells were also like that. You can activate them immediately and all that stuff. It was just like, what? What's going on here? A whole lot of things. Is Supercorn Radiant Typhoon good or playable? Well, I can tell you this. I've been playing it in Genesis. Pretty strong. And also be playing it in the advanced format as well. And it's pretty good. Honestly, this kaiju, I don't need it. I need something nice, like an Izuna. Well, you tried. Like, I did say I was gonna play it in Master Duel when it comes out, because I'm gonna play all the options that I said like that you can run it. I'll play it like, okay, we're not playing Mitsu cards. We're gonna be playing it with, we're playing K9 with Supercorn and Radiant Typhoon cards. Because I like to try out different decks, and again, maybe that might be the best version. I don't know. Oh, what is this? Hard drawing ritual, which is supposed to be searching, but okay, that's fine. Good luck trying to out Magnus, unless you have Wusu. There's Wusu. There it is. Remember, he had to hard open ritual. Remember, like I said, if you don't draw your outs, then that's the only way. But in this case, he had it. Yeah, so it's a bit of an issue because he already drew the ritual. So obviously you could send the Wusu and then add it to hand. So obviously it's going to tribute off the Magnus, which is totally fine. It's totally fine. But like I said, unless you hard draw your outs, that's it. In this case, he had his out. The ritual was hard drawn already. He had 2 rituals already in hand. Look at that. Even making it worse than it already is. That's fine. That's fine. It's literally fine. He's obviously gonna try and, yeah, this is fine. It's fine. Literally fine. We got like a billion effects anyway. Now look at that, we got a lot of effects. So we'll obviously put the last one on the higher chain that we can obviously just don't care about. So this one we care about. Let's shuffle back this one, this, and what else? This one. No, the thing is, that card is fine. That card is fine. But it's just, yeah, let me just get a follow-up here. Why does it take our time? No, it just tributes. It doesn't start a chain. It just tributes that way. So actually no, I could have actually no, let me not send that back. I want to search this. Yeah. Wusu's once per turn. Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, just getting some follow-up. We can obviously Murakumo board wipe, prevent that, that's fine. Yeah, this is fine. We're literally okay. He has 2 of his rituals engraved, so that is a bit of an issue, but we'll see. We'll see what if he can clear this. He needs a board wipe of Murakumo to deal with this board, but otherwise, we're literally fine. Yeah. It's only once per turn though, so it's fine. Ritual, okay, cool. We're only focusing on the board wipe. The board wipe of Murakumo that we're trying to prevent. I'm not worried about that. Now we are playing cross out, so if we draw it for some reason, we can get it. But I mean, we're probably not going to get it, so we have to go to the next best thing in Little Knight, maybe. Lizard Dose. Okay. Magatama. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I expected that because he even had the Magatama as well to dodge as well. It's the same thing. And if I had a spell, he could have dodged it, obviously. No, he messed up, bro. He literally messed up. Why? Why did he put it back again? All right, that's fine. It wasn't the same one. It was a different one. Why did he do that though? Why did he do that? Now I'm saying, why did he do that though? He should have just left it on field. It's fine though. Making Gorgon? Okay. All right. Yeah, I just had all the outs, eh? Clearly. First of all, had double ritual in his hand. Double ritual. And already also had a ritual monster in the hand as well. So, if anything, he was destined to win this. So you see why we have to play other cards? Because Magnus alone is not good enough. They need to worry about other things on field. Ooh. Aurelia not really doing anything right now. And you have the field spell. If he negates that, then it's a wrap. It's not about the consistency. It's not about that. It's not about that. It's consistent enough. Because if you make it consistent, you're gonna not play enough hand traps. That's the problem. Yeah. But like I said, he drew the out, so it's not like it was anything. He just drew the out, and that's obviously the luck of the draw. So that's why I did say multiple times, like, it's not like Magnus is 100% unbeatable. If you draw your outs, yes. Or if you're playing the mirror match, of course, then obviously everything will affect the Magnus. But if you're not, then that's it. The same thing. Radiant Typhoon can't do anything against Magnus. They can't do anything. They cannot add. They cannot do anything. They cannot board wipe. Nothing. They literally have. If we make a Magnus, there's no inherent out for them, unless they have a Kaiju or something that boosts attack. But that's what I'm saying. That in this matchup we couldn't do anything because they drew their outs. I mean, they opened double ritual, which usually you're supposed to search that. But obviously in Pure Mitsurugi, you're playing 3 off, so it's like it's expected, so it's fine. It's literally fine. But you see, Mitsurugi has a searchable Kaiju. That's fine. People are not going to be maining Kaijus in general because they're not expecting the tower decks. They're expecting Draco Tail, VSK9, Yummy. So that's why you notice Pure Mitsurugi is rising in popularity, or at least Rise of Mitsurugi, or basically a more Mitsurugi heavy engine is more prevalent now because it seems like it's having a good matchup against everything in general. Because especially the fact that they can play like Impulse and all those things, it's quite powerful for them. And obviously, they don't really care about the extra deck. So, whereas most meta decks care about extra deck. You see, for Kaijus, Mitsurugi loves the Kaijus because they tribute, they activate their effects. That's the problem. So if you're tributing with your Kaiju against their Mitsurugi board, it doesn't do anything. They just come right back. Like look at this. He's playing Primite. Odeon, definitely, because I've seen this, and this is the Baron Defer play. Like, this is just so predictable. But you know, in that duel, he never needed Habakiri at all. That's just Mitsurugi. That duel never needed Habakiri. Yeah, it's Odeon. Odeon just has same thing like Labyrinth. They have all these Dominus cards and everything, and then a Baron de Fleur generic Omni Negate. So, yeah, this one I think we might have a chance, but we'll see. It just depends what the hand is. But yeah, I don't know. He'll probably negate this. I don't know. He's got Draw Beam. Because, oh no, he doesn't have Draw Beam. Because this card's in the grave. Yeah, this should have been a warrior tuner or one or more non-tuner warrior monsters, not one tuner plus one plus non-tuner. That's super generic. Yeah, Mitsurugi is going to get super strong, and I know this because I've played it with Radiant Typhoon cards in Super Quan against End of World Ruler, Dominus Spark, Harmonia, Mitsurugi, like basically full power. So this deck will only get better over time. But maybe by then Habakiri might be limited to one. Who knows? We'll see. This card is not going to be useful right now. Gonna try and bet him out. I can search a Kaiju because we have Aquas. Nice. So much for your Omni Negate. Alright, let's see what you got. Alright, so do I go Habikiri first or should I go Noroi? I think I should go Noroi first, but the thing is, does he have something for Drill Beam? That's the question. But even if he does, it's fine. Let's just see what happens. Oh, look at that. He's got solemn cards. He's got solemn cards. This mad lad's got solemn cards. Did you just see that? Did you just see that pause, guys? He's got a solemn card. Legit, he's got a solemn card. And it's probably solemn judgment. That is good. That's actually insane, though. That's fine. We're gonna force that out. Yeah, I told you also is banned because of Sprite Elf being legal. But honestly, I think Sprite Elf is going to eventually be a problem later. It's just going to be a problem all the time. Okay, so now we can play through Solemn. I'm going to make Ripper. So that if he solemns this, we can play. We can still make. Yeah, you see, he's not. This guy is not. I don't know where is the solemn card. I am not sure, but damn, he's got something. And remember, Yami's gonna get better also with that new synchro tuner monster that negates based on the chain or whatever. Is gonna boost obviously synchro decks as well. The same. Okay. That case. Bro. This guy was holding on Solemn Warning just for that? Seriously? Really? Was he holding on this for that? Really? I'm kind of surprised now. Alright. Let's check out the hand. See, doesn't want to, since doesn't want to activate any hand traps. He's got something. Nah, the thing is, I searched Habikiri, but he had also Solemn Warning. That's why I was like, does he have a Solemn card? And he does. Okay, Drill Beam in the hand though? What's going on there? Okay. Let us go into the jacks. Okay, there's no trigger. Okay. X-Force release. All right. So that's so it's just a there's a card that we don't know. Destroy a card. I mean, this can attack 3 times, so it's like okay. If he bricked, I don't know if he bricked though. So Super Poly and Drill Beams in the hand. What's in the back row though? Let's find out. Oh, what? Another Super Poly. But that's kind of fine because we don't really play. Okay, we have a lot of Earth attributes, but we kind of played around it in a way. So I guess that's kind of fine. Yeah, this is triple attack, so we're pretty much GG now. Yeah. GG, brother. Yeah. No, we saw the hand, but he had another super part. He had two. He literally had two. Alright, not bad. That's why I like small world. You see, we bridged into our kaiju because we have aquas in our deck. That's why that was the bridge, aquas. Yeah, I think I'm not gonna play anymore because clearly this game is weird right now. So I think, yeah, we can see the decks. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yeah, Odeon. Look at that. Tyrants to Raid. And he was playing Solemn cards. I'm like, bro, then what was the other card? What was it? I'm not even sure. Maybe it was a dead card. I'm not sure. But, okay. That was Odeon. But he was playing triple Super Poly. So he had one in hand. And then, yeah. One in hand, one on the field. So, but okay. That's fine. Yeah, but like I said, I'm not going to play anymore now because we're going to wait for the next pack to come out. So, literally in about 9 hours from now. And that's it. Yeah, maybe. Maybe, Bacon. Yeah, I don't know why. No, but the thing is, the Solemn card, I think they were waiting too long for it because they could have literally Solemn my K9 cards or whatever. But I think they saw Mitsu and they're like, look, it's kind of a GG. But they could have waited for the Mitsu and then super party the field anyway. So I don't know. But yeah, it's fine. So yeah, guys, like I said, 8 hours from now, 9 hours from now, the new pack will be out. So, but we'll be on it. We'll obviously be on an hour early, just to, you know, play a few games, and then we'll go into that. So we'll see how it goes. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Hope it was good. And yeah, like I said, it's a short stream, so we'll pick it up in a few hours. Literally, like in a few hours. So yeah, I would say give it 8 hours from now. We'll probably be alive again, and then we'll go into some simulator just to you know, test out I'll show you the deck I'll be taking and showing you the different builds that I came up with, and then yeah, that's it. So yeah, if you guys have time to join, join. Otherwise, the replay will be there later. So no stress if you didn't catch the stream live. The stream will always be there, even in the background while during lunch break or whatever. All good. So yeah, wish you good night, good day. And I'll see you guys in a few hours. Cheers, guys.